get the frame there that shows me. Hey guys, welcome to the Underground Gospel. This has been gonna hit the guitar, gonna hit all kinds of things, gonna get the mic up here. Okay. Wow. Should I just redo it? Maybe not. Maybe you should realize the fact that um, someday I'm going to have all these little quirks worked out. And when I do, it's going to be really, really awesome. And people are going to go, man, he's always so good. And I'm going to go back, hey guys, if you really think I'm that good, how about going back to episode number 64 on the Underground Gospel Show and see how everything was just so cattywampus. Is that the word I'm looking for? I think that's the word I'm looking for is cattywampus. Light just went out. Yeah, does it get better than that? Okay, so let me go ahead and hit tech issues. Okay, now we're about 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the Underground Gospel Show, and we're back. You know, and it's really funny because today I was going to talk about the pandemic and opportunities that challenges have. There's a couple of things that um, God has said over and over and over again, and that is, don't worry, be at peace, be at ease. And that's what I want this place to be. If the lights stay on, I paid the bill. Actually, I didn't pay the bill because this is done at a public streaming office, and there's no bill. Actually, it's just the fact that this one light, and I've used it before when it's on a certain setting, just basically turns off. You know, it just overheats and turns off. Anyway, probably time for some new lights. Today we're talking. It's not Matthew 28, 30. It's Matthew 11, 28, 30. So that's not going to help you at all. Matthew 11, 28, 30. That's why I needed the ones. Yes. When I was putting this together, I'm like, well, I don't need ones. That's Matthew 28, 30. No, it's Matthew 11, 28, 30. So this isn't going to make any sense at all. I tell you what, read every Matthew 28 and 30 and the whole book of Matthew, every verse is 28 and 30, and you're going to get a whole. Actually, that might be the secret of the cosmos. Tell you the truth. Who knows? We could try it. Everybody wants to figure out God's secret plan for their life. Could be every 28 and 30th verse in the book of Matthew. Put it all together in a brand new book. And then win the lottery numbers. I don't know. That would be kind of funny. Anyway, welcome to the Underground Gospel Show. This is episode number 64. This is, we've done this quite a few times. You think I'd have it worked out. This has been a tremendously stressful week. And so it's just perfect to talk about what I'm talking about right now because Matthew 11, 20 and 30 says, come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me. For I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest in your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And I used to wonder about that, and then I discovered what a yoke was. A yoke is a thing you put on oxen to pull a plow, and it's that thing that you put around their neck. And what he's saying is the fact that everything that he's pulling, everything that he's doing, everything that he's working in the lives of 8 billion people for their benefit and not for their disheartenment, is light for him because he had the power to overcome death. He pretty much can have the power to overcome your life, and to take so give stuff up to him. And right now, I need to. We're in the pandemic. This is we're now in September. of 2021, and it's been just a blur the past couple of years. I mean, it's now September, and I have now missed 2 summers of my life. I don't get we don't get that many summers. We get what, about 70, maybe 80, maybe 90. A lot of my friends, most of my friends, have had many less than that. Um, Very few have had 60 summers in their life, and so I've had quite a few. I've had a few more than 60, and so it's really been a blessing. But I've missed the last two, so maybe I have only had 60 summers. Uh oh. Where was I? Oh yeah, the this week has been amazingly challenging. It's my there's 52 weeks in the year, and I believe this is, I don't even know what week this is. This is, I guess I could find out, to tell you the truth. It wouldn't be hard for me to actually find out what week this is, because I do have them numbered here in another little spreadsheet that I have. Let's pull that up real quick, because it would be interesting to know, because I've only had 8 weeks in this entire year where I didn't work a week. Um, and that's a lot of work. That's a lot of, to do 64 shows while also working 6 days a week at a job that 10 hours a day is has been a lot. I gotta tell you, it's been quite challenging. I don't know right there. Okay, here we go. This is week stop. Okay, this is for 38 weeks. Wow. So 32 weeks out of this year, I've worked 6 days a week. And I'll probably do it for another, I believe I have it scheduled for 9 more. So that's a lot. And I'm worn out. I am absolutely worn out. Um, and so I have to give my burden to Jesus, because I'm just beat, guys. I really am. I thought it was hard when I was touring, when I was 3 4 days a week on the road, setting up shows, doing shows, playing shows. That's been my entire life. Traveling all over the continent, all over the world. Basically, I've been on every continent except for Australia. I'm sorry, except for Antarctica. And sorry, Australia. So good day, mate. Needless to say, I've been on every continent of the planet except for Antarctica, and I don't think I'll be getting there. I've been on every state except for Hawaii. I have never been to Hawaii, and I have planned to go to Disneyland, or I'm sorry, Disney World, because I've never been to Disney World or Epcot Center, and I remember when those opened, and that's kind of how old I am. Anyway, so I'm hoping to get that done. But I wanted to talk a little bit about, well, okay, hold it. Let's get back to the housekeeping things. I never did bring that page up either. This is a safe place. It's a place where there's no trolling, where there's not going to be any cussing. I'm an instrumental guitar player. I play hymns and Christian music without words, so that God can speak directly to your heart. You can go to nightmusic.com. I believe I have that streaming at the bottom of this. Yes, I do. And I would point to it, but I found out there's 11-second delay. So if I point to the one that is actually coming right now, my finger actually looks like it's not even close to it. So I'm not going to do that. If you go to nightmusic.com, though, you can find out show information. You can find out information about me. You can find out my biography. You can get lyrics for the songs that I'm playing. Now, I play in 432 tuning. I just realized I hadn't tuned my guitar today. So I play in 432 tuning. Oh, that's not even close. And if you tune to 432, that's actually the tuning of the universe. That's what, like, birds chirping and dogs barking and cows mooing, and yeah, that's the tone that most animals do. It's called Vidaldi tuning. He tuned all his concerts into 440. I'm sorry, 432. And when you have that concert violinist at the beginning, the first chair violinist, they're the ones who set the tuning for the entire orchestra. A lot of people don't realize that some orchestras are tuned to different tunings. Not everything is 440. And so basically, Vivaldi tuning is in 432, and all of his concertos and operas and all of his pieces were written in 432. And so I play in 432. So if you're playing along with me at home, good luck with that because I make a lot of mistakes. And and as you can tell, I'm 11 minutes into this, and I don't even think I've started the show yet. And I've had the lights go out, and I've had to tune in front of you guys. I am so sorry. But what I wanted to talk about was some things about the pandemic because I had been out. I had gone out basically. Oh my gosh, we had gone a bunch of us up to Louisville, Kentucky, to meet up with David Crowder and the Winter Jam tour. Hillsong had just left it. We'd done Hillsong the week before here in Nashville, and they had mentioned the fact that they were going to leave to go do their own tour. And as some of you know, I work with Hillsong out in Los Angeles, and I know a lot of people in Hillsong all over the world because of that. We were going to be replacing. Oh, by the way, for some reason, it just came to me. Hi, Megan in New York. It's great to talk to you. Um, Anyway, but Hillsong was leaving, so they said there might be some openings. So a bunch of us went from Nashville, and we did did the setup for the show. It was at this huge church up in Louisville, Kentucky. And as we were setting up, they had the mayor, I guess, canceled the show. He said, "Yeah, you can't do it." So they had to refund all the tickets, and so we were on our way up to the next show in Chicago. We were I mean, this is like literally we got up there probably at 9 o'clock. We started setting up. We found out about 11 that the show was canceled. It was about 1:30 when we were going up to Chicago. About 2 o'clock when we found out the tour is canceled. We're going all back to Nashville. So they turned all the trucks and all the buses around, and we were heading back to Nashville. And so that was a short tour. That was not even one show in not even one day. That is absolutely the shortest tour I've ever been on in my life. Anyway, so we got back to Nashville, and it turned out that another country artist was going into rehearsal. So we said, "Hey, can we just crew the show for you? I mean, we need money." And so we loaded them in, dumped 6 trucks, and set up the stage at one of the rehearsal halls in Nashville. Set up lighting, sound, and video. And the next day we came in to shoot a video. That was on Friday. So we shot a video on Friday for his tour, and then came in on Saturday, and they said, "Tour's canceled. Just wrap everything up and pack it all up, and we're putting it all on the truck, and we're just saving it, and we might go out, later on in the summer." And then it turned out, well, we're going out spring of 2021, and now it looks like possibly fall of 2022, because you just don't set up concerts and arenas and stadiums, you know, quickly. It takes there's a lot of logistics, and everything's been shut down, so everything wants to get out there and play again. I've had a couple of offers for B-level groups, but I'm not sure things are opening up. Which is bringing me to the opportunities that this has provided. Now, I signed the distribution and production deal right before COVID hit. I mean, this was September of 2019. We released a bunch of Christmas songs on YouTube. We released a bunch of hymns on YouTube, and we're getting ready to tour. When it basically they said, "Yeah, all the venues are shutting down. All the fairs and festivals we had you at are being canceled." And we're like, "Well, what do we do?" And they're like, "I don't know." So I rolled over to a company and started working in a warehouse. It's the first time in Nashville in 18 years that I've had a job. I've worked in music the entire time I've been out here. I have not had to have a job ever. I've always worked in the entertainment business, but I had to go get a job I became an essential worker and worked entirely through the pandemic. Then uh, we started launching this show, and when we did that, they transferred me to another facility, which is why I was, the first part of this was done in a hotel room because I was at another facility, and the idea was I'd do hotel rooms while I was on the road. I did like 4 live shows this year, I think, and they shut down, and so there's no more fairs and festivals for the rest of the year because we have another variant spiking, and so basically I start playing this. Well, there's two types of people that never come to shows. I'm sorry. More technical difficulties. I woke up at literally 12:30 in the morning last night, and it's now 4:30 in the afternoon. So needless to say, I've been up for 28 hours at this point, and still have 2 more shows to do. So, but that's not what I'm talking about. So there's 2 types of people that never used to go out to shows. The first type are introverts. They don't like crowds. I have people in my family that are introverts. They have never gone to a concert. And the very basic reason is they don't like to be around a lot of people. It's not that they don't like people. Well, some of them don't like people. But most of them just don't like to be around a lot of people. And so they don't go to concerts. But when I found out it was live streaming, people can actually watch this at home. So those people were able to, tune in and see shows. So it's been a blessing for a lot of the introverts who have been sitting at home. And it's killing a lot of the extroverts because they need to be around a lot of people. But the introverts have been rocking at it. Another group of people are the people who are they won't go without somebody else. They need a wingman. They need somebody to go with them. And if they can't find anybody to go, they don't go alone. And so those people can actually sit at home and watch shows or watch this on their YouTube or watch this on their cars or don't be watching it at a stoplight. But, let's face it, people are going to be watching it online and in the bathrooms and, at McDonald's or wherever you happen to be that you're watching, YouTube. You're going to come across this show and you're going to watch it and you're going to be like, oh, there's another group of people that have been completely underserved by concerts because if they don't have anybody to go, they don't go. And so that group of people, so there's, about I'm saying 2/3 of the people that could enjoy music don't go to enjoy music for a variety of different reasons. And so the live streaming has been an opportunity for them to actually hear music and see their favorite musicians and be part of it. So I really hope that you support live music. I hope you support it by going to the Patreon page and just send them a cup of coffee. I know it's like, well, what good is my little $4.99 or $5 or $10 going to do? What's my $5 going to go in this superstar's life? And you don't understand that if 100 people sent $5, that's $500, and that could pay a bill, that could keep his mortgage. I mean, because they're struggling right now, and I know because the reason I'm so worn out is I'm struggling right now. I basically work 60 hours to bring home a little more than I would make in a day on the road. But it's been 2 years, and at 60 plus years to get a job and to have to work with 20 somethings who it beats them up, it beats me up too. So, and then on top of that, I do these and I have to script these shows and I have to write these shows and I have to figure out what songs I'm playing. Then I have to do the load in and load out and go to the storage area and put all the gear together and change clothes and do laundry. And blah, blah. You know what it is. It's like real life. Plus I'm doing shows. Plus I'm working 60 hours a week and I'm not whining. Okay. I'm really not. That's just the hand I've been dealt. And that's just what life is dealing with right now. But I'm talking about, and it's an opportunity because there's so many people who aren't working. And right now, a lot of the benefits have run out. A lot of the, I have a Google Doc that sends me all the foreclosures in the areas that I'm looking to buy houses in. And I would get about one a week, sometimes two a week. I've been getting 4 to 10 a day since the beginning of the month. And that's just a lot of people who are It takes a while for it to get on the proper get on the list because they have to not only get filed for the bankruptcy, but they have to, get served, and then the house has to be inspected, and then it has to be processed and has to go through the courts, and it gets up on the list. So, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's 21 minutes into the show. I haven't played a single tune yet for you. So let me play a single tune for you. Let me see, make sure that I got the right song here. This is called "Open the Eyes of My Heart," and I picked this one up because I want to open our eyes to the opportunity that God has for our life. I hope I can get through it. And I'm not going to tell you why, but I just hope I can get through it. So here we go. Let me do it this way so you can see the holy, holy, holy. Let's try one more time. Yep. I was also going to do a song, "Hungry." I was really blessed not to be hungry at all during this pandemic. A group, if you follow me on Facebook at all, you'll see that for my birthday, I wanted to give money to a group called Music Cares. And Music Cares basically fed a lot of the people on the road, a lot of the musicians. I mean, I'm talking thousands of people in Nashville, in Las Vegas and Los Angeles and New York. A lot of the road crews, a lot of the people that just wouldn't have any food at all for their family. It fed me. I was able to feed a couple of other families. A friend of mine had COVID, and he and his wife and his two kids were basically quarantined, and they had nothing. I mean, they had zero income coming in. They had no money, no way to go to the store. So basically, I was able to get extra food and drop it off. And not that I'm anything great. I mean, I'm talking about Music Cares. Musically Fed. Musically Fed was the name of this group. And Musically Fed gave me food, gave me milk, gave me vegetables and fresh fruit and frozen meats and all kinds of stuff that I was able to drop off to these people. And there's another group of families that have grandchildren, and the grandchildren were staying with them for a lot of time during the pandemic because their parents were quarantined. And this food fed them. I mean, it was really funny because they said that the younger girl like crackers, clackers. Anyway, crackers, and there was just a whole case. I can't even. There's like 720 packages of crackers in this case, and yeah, you can't feed a kid crackers completely, but if the kid likes it and it makes them happy, and opening the package and eating it with tuna fish and canned chicken and applesauce and beans and bean dip and you know scooping out what am I thinking, sweet potatoes and some of the other stuff, which is really good and nutritious for a kid, except on a cracker. But you use it as a spoon and get the kids to eat a lot of stuff that they wouldn't eat without being on a cracker. So anyway, this is a song. I'm going to try to do this one too. And this is called Hungry. I hope you enjoy it. Yes, I was hungry. I hope you enjoyed that song. Well, we're right at 30 minutes. There was a lot more I was going to do, but I'm just going to save that. I figured this would be like a 10-minute, 15-minute show. I've made it a half an hour. Sorry you guys had to wait so long through so much ums and eans and ramblings until I finally got to some music. But thank you for tuning in. If you enjoy what you are listening to, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, go to my social media, go to nightmusic.com, and join our Patreon page. We have some great new things coming up. I'm going to actually announce them in tomorrow's show. So stay tuned for tomorrow. I'll see you on Saturday night at 8 o'clock, and you'll find out some new things that we'll be doing after the first of the year. So let me stop this little banner, and then we'll get over to the ending credits. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Credits, please.